I know we're not in Kansas.
He's Bill. I'm Jeannie. We're two do-it-yourselfers who met on a sailboat in 1988. 3 houses and 4 boats later, we're refitting our 1998 Seahorse Oceaneer 55-foot steel trawler, Blue Sky. Welcome to our journey.
Well, just in time. Okay. Yep. Gonna go do the steep?
I'm gonna go take a peek.
I think it looks okay.
Hello, we are back from skiing and getting ready to get back to work. Of course, we were away from the boat for 2 weeks and a few things happened to it. After we had, of course, put our nice clean clothes back into the forward bedroom closet, the next day, Jeannie noticed that some of the clothes were wet and we started pulling out and some of them were really wet. So we figured out that the condensation pan was clogged. Initially we thought maybe it was up near the pan. It was actually like some sort of insect or something had gotten down in the drain part where it goes out off the side of the boat. Of course, we also discovered that we had never permanently mounted the access panel for that drain. So we also had to mount the drain access panel so it's now properly mounted and properly sealed so water's not going behind it when we take showers. Then Sunday night around 8 p.m. we had big thunderstorms roll through here. We didn't get any damage from the thunderstorms, but power got knocked out and it took out the transformer that feeds the marina here. So we were without power from 8 p.m. till 2 p.m. the next day, which is longer than our batteries are really designed. We have a 20 kilowatt battery pack, but we did make it all the way, but we had turned off the ACs and turned off a couple fridges, and luckily it wasn't too hot, but it was definitely getting warm in the boat. We did also pick up about 6 kilowatts of solar, which certainly helped. Anyway, then we finally got around to replacing the water filter for, this is actually three in one filters for our water filter RO system. Water's coming out of this now, great. Just when I needed water all over this. Anyway, we replaced this. And that one gets thrown away now. And then the kitchen sink upstairs, it has a pull-out faucet. And one of the issues we were having is it would be like low flow, but if you pull it out, you get high flow. So I figured something was kinking up inside of there. And sure enough, when we pulled the drawers out and looked up in there, it had wrapped itself around another piece of equipment. And even after we put it where it was supposed to be, it very quickly found that piece of equipment and was wrapping itself around again. So we finally ended up making a little channel. That so far seems to have worked. At least we still got good flow and no issues that I know of. So now we are back here, and one of the first things we want to get done is we want to install the door on the front stateroom. We're going to reuse one of the doors, this door way back here. We're going to cut part of this off, and we're going to reuse that door way back there. So we're going to get those doors out so we can get to that door and get to this frame, then start playing with test fitting. Of course, the only bad thing is this is 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, too wide. We're gonna have to get out the grinder and do some steel grinding up there, which Jeannie is just overjoyed with because of the chance we have for making a big mess. So anyway.
The chance,
yeah. Oh, well, no, it'll be perfectly clean.
I think it's 100%.
Metal working is always perfectly clean. Later.
Just cut off that edge. We're gonna get those screws out. That one popped. Pulling out the bones. That's a weird word. I wonder where that came from.
Yeah. That one does not want to come out. It just wants to break.
Doesn't want to come out.
Nope. Likes to spin though.
Got the right tool. It works a lot better.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it.
What you doing?
Drawing on the wall. Trying to figure out how much to cut off.
We're gonna cut that off.
Razor knife. Fun bit. Good. Good morning. I don't think it's morning anymore. I don't know. What time is it? How late is it? So it's 11:20, so it's still morning. So good morning anyway. As you saw, we cut this frame down, and it's going to go all the way up there in the front. So I'll walk up there. And of course, I think you also saw maybe you saw, we cut the this wall bar down. That leaves us with about a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of steel down here in this lower section. That is a little too big, so we're going to grind that away. Of course, the trouble is everything looks very nice in here. There's Jeannie busily at work.
Yes.
Trying to write software.
He's going to make a mess of my office.
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy her office and the bedroom. We're just gonna start all over. We're gonna rip everything out and fix this doorway. So I'm getting ready to put plastic up everywhere. Maybe I'll even put a bag over Jeannie so she's well protected. How's that sound?
You're not even listening.
Oh. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna start doing some bagging later.
Boat work makes us grouchy.
Look, we have a frame in. It's just sitting there. Now we need to sand it and stain it. Did a little bit more grinding, like right over here and right here. But then the other spot we had to grind was all down here. It's in. If Jeannie would get busy and sand it and stain it, we could install it. See what I deal with? Surly employees.
You're not even listening.
Later.